Get up, get up. Don't play with me. Let's talk to him. Talk. Get your mother back here now, nigga. Where? Oh, we gonna have this problem anymore. But don't play with me. Make me get that call again. You ain't think I was coming up here on your You lucky I was trying to find you in that classroom. I will whoop you where you act up at.
Cain congregation.
Bro.
My question to you, hold up,
Bro.
because I know you for corporal punishment. But my question to the congregation and the Canaanites: should we still whip? Alabama, we say whoop, but should we still whip or spank our kids?
So you're asking me that. All right. So
Yes.
I don't think there's a huge need to beat your kids. Now, I'm gonna go into the times when I was younger. So when I was younger, maybe that age or a little bit older that the little boy was, man, oh my God, bro. I used to get some whippings. And when I say beatings, man, bro, I'm talking about the belts. You know the leather belts. You always gotta have a leather belt.
Oh yeah.
Switches. For those people that don't know what switches are, that's for the country, man. We go out, we go break off a little branch off of a tree, take all the leaves off of it. It better be
They
thicker.
braid it up together.
Yeah.
Sometimes
they'll
braid it up.
Yeah, definitely. So a switch, even extension cords. Now I think that's a little bit too crazy. And maybe, Child Protective Service should have just came by the crib or something like that. But yeah, I was extension cords across the back of the legs, on the back. Put your hand out. Had to put my hand out and then slap it with the extension cord or a belt. Oh my goodness! And it's more than one time. So that first one, it hurt, and then all the other ones. Oh my God! But did I need that? Did that change me? I think what it did was okay. So when it came to doing something devious or something that's bad in the sense of my parents, because I already knew what was bad. I knew what was good and bad. I knew how to act and all of that because it's been instilled in through my parents. But I would do something like I would try to do things outside of them knowing, meaning I can try to get by. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to sneak and do this, sneak and do that. I know the consequence. I know it may be a whooping, but then in my mind, back of my mind, I'm like, it'll hurt, but it's temporary. That's kind of how I was looking at it. I was like, man, this is just crazy, but I'll take the little punishment. It's temporary. I don't think that it's needed, especially in that situation right there. That was a spectacle. They had somebody recording. I think the young lady had a friend come up to the school, snatch the little boy out of the lunchroom, and then was so mad that the teacher called her, maybe off her job, whatever, right? But she came there and did all of that. Called the little boy out his name.
Yeah, Cain, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, man!
I had to interrupt you on that.
Go ahead, bro.
You heard what the N word.
Yes.
And cussing at the kid. The kid, that's elementary age. And then I felt like she was somewhat doing it for the gram too. Okay. Looking into the video. I mean, you can discipline and if you have to use a belt, okay, so be it. But what she was doing right there, come on. I'm definitely not for that. And talking to that kid like that. Yeah. What is the ramifications of her doing that to him right now? How is he going to grow up? Okay. Some people might still like that old school type whoopings or beatings, because that was a beating.
Of course.
But no, we can do better than that.
Yeah.
We can do better than that.
Well, what do you think happens to the child that he's exposed to that right there? The little boy, he was exposed to that. And I'm pretty sure he's exposed to a lot at home.
Come on.
How do you think that resonates with him as he grows older? Do you think that spanking at that particular moment really helped him out for his future?
Well, I'll say this: it can go a couple of different ways. Now, um, he know then Mama meant business. He can't. I can guarantee that young man is not going to act like that in that class again
But it'll be something else.
for a long. It could be
It'll
something
be
else.
something else, bro.
But I believe that young kid is exposed to a whole heck of a lot that he
Yes.
shouldn't be exposed to
Yes.
at home.
Yes.
And dare I say, and people, this time you might want to beat me up for the comments that I'm gonna say right now. But is there, and if you want to answer this question, Kane, you can. Is there a male in that house? Is
I
there a
can
father
I
figure in that house
I can almost say
to do that?
positively that's not happening with the male in the house. Because normally the husband or the boyfriend or whatever that's in that house, they
It was
are
what?
the authoritative person.
Thank you.
So if there was something that was going wrong, guaranteed, because that happened with me. If something goes wrong, wait till your daddy get home. He'll deal with you.
Yeah.
Those words make you think like, oh my God, jeez. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, and then as soon as he pull up, soon as hear the story, and you already sniffling, shaking, don't even know what's going to happen. But but is that a way to have a child? Is that a
No.
way to discipline a child? Is that a way? Because I'm thinking, especially for the woman, and maybe the father's not there, whatever. But that woman, and the way she was hitting. Do you think there was a little anger in her in
Kane.
order to be that violent on your child? Don't you think
Well,
so?
Kane,
In the
it was
comments,
anger
in the
there.
comments, in the comments, let us know. Let us know. Do you think that she has a lot of anger in her, built up anger from whatever it may be able to lash out on a child like that? She
Well,
knows she's towering over the child. She knows she's stronger than the child. So why put all this emphasis on beating him? Can't even talk straight. You see, he's shaking. He's trying to get his words right and everything.
well, you said all the pent up anger. Well, she was angry because they did call her off her job, so she missing work, missing money to provide for the household. For
Disappointment I get.
yeah, that right there. So
Disappointment
she's
I get.
angry. Yes. I don't
But
know what else is
angry?
going on. Yeah, oh yeah,
Angry
angry.
though?
Yes, and then angry for the fact that
Why should you be?
your
Why
child
would
is
you be angry?
embarrassing himself, embarrassing you because your kids are a representation of the parent of what is going on in the house. That
Pause
is the
right there.
truth right there.
Pause right there. Pause right there. You just
Yeah.
said that's a representation
Yes.
of what's happening at home.
Yes.
So he was just representing what happens at home. Don't you think so? Whatever
Can't.
she's doing, all the outlandish stuff that she's doing, he just emulated at school.
Well, that could
He
be
can't turn it on and
part
off.
of it. Can't that could be part of it, but then
Oh, see,
our
okay.
kids, it could be good kids influenced by social media, TVs, movies, video games. All of that plays a part in it too. I say in today's society, but even if the kid doesn't have those things, they will see, they will emulate because the big thing about kids is they're always watching us, the parent. We all
I
can
agree with
attest to
that.
this
I agree with that.
when you don't think they're watching it. So
Yeah.
I just say that she was overboard with what she was doing or whatever.
Of course, she was overboard. Yes, yes.
Totally. And I don't know if a father would have got down like that on his son or daughter in that fashion. Now, have I heard of kids getting the same thing old school? Hey, teacher leave out the classroom, the son take the kid in there, and they have a little hallelujah moment with whooping that kid, and then the behavior is changed. Does that happen? Yes, Kane. Is that old school?
Is it
Yes,
needed?
Kane.
Is it needed?
Well, it goes into the perspective of what that parent thinks is needed. Now, some people do believe in whipping their kids still, and some
I
people are
know, I know,
totally
I know.
against it. you
I
know.
know.
So
I know.
I say it goes on with the upbringing of the parent. You know, that old school saying that spare the rod, spoil the child. If you agree or disagree, let us know in that right there. So
Yeah. In
without
the
a little
comments, y'all, let us
discipline,
know. Let
yeah.
us know how you feel. Do you feel like a child should be whipped, spanked, beaten to get the point across, to steer them in the right direction? Do you think that's a positive thing, positive reinforcement for the child? Do you think that's one of the things that keep them from being out on the streets? Because I can guarantee,
What? What? Without the laughter, okay? Serious topic. Got
I
time
can
for training
guarantee,
night.
I can guarantee that this little boy here is probably, this is, I think this is a little bit old, but however, he was probably 8 now, 8 then. He's probably, I don't know, 13 now. Do you think that he's turned over a new leaf, or do you think that, maybe there's no, just like we was talking about, there's no father in the picture, so he's just gonna escalate it to a different level where she can't handle,
Kane,
and
I would
then
really
he's
hope.
gonna be out in the streets. The streets is gonna raise him because she still got to go to work, right? She got called off of work, right? So that's what's gonna happen. I got a question for the congregation though. I got a question. Um, can you beat your child like she did without being angry? Is that possible? What do you think, Mitch? Can you beat your
Well,
child without being angry? Like can you
not,
really beat them with a belt? Not a little spanking. Get your hands off of that. Get down. Hands down. Whatever, Trying to keep them from hurting themselves. I get that. But I'm talking about a beating. I'm talking about we can just say a belt. She had a belt.
yeah.
Do you have to, can you be calm, cool, and collected and still beat like that? It's a possibility. Because they always say I'm doing it out of love, but then
Yes. It
but
hurts me more than it hurts you. I done heard it all. I know. I know. But
oh my goodness, bro.
but
I'm
but
telling
but
you.
but Kane, I will say, um, you'd be surprised. Yes, in the aspect of
Really?
if you are controlled, and I'm not talking about some of those strikes, man, over the back. We not beating. We try to hit that butt. They move around, dance, all of that stuff. But the the buttocks area, the back of the thigh, you whoop there. No, I ain't trying to beat my kid over the back and everything. No, I don't want to do that. And you
Mhm.
do have to be controlled. You can't beat your kid. You never should whoop your kid when you're angry.
Yeah. But that's usually the case though.
I
You
know.
can't walk into a situation and let's say they broke something that you thought was valuable and you got mad because it's
Yeah.
broken because you can't replace it. And
Yeah.
now you're ready to beat them. I mean, yes, the damage is done, but do they really need that beating? Do they? I mean, they're not going to break the same thing again,
Right.
because it's already broken. The damage is done.
Well, I would say it would go in the aspect of you done told them time and time again they keep grabbing whatever it is that they broken, and you come home or you go in the other room and then they done broke it. Finally it
Mhm.
broke it. They broke it. So hey, they need their little uh
But you're calm in this situation though.
hind
Is that what we're
part.
just saying? You're calm.
Yes.
I'm calm. It's like, go get my belt. All right,
Hmm.
let me turn around. You know better than this. And then you go ahead and handle your business. Is that how it works? Or are you yelling?
Oh, you would yell. I mean, it
What you
just
yell
goes
for?
on.
What you
Yeah.
yell
Oh,
for?
well, you want to put a little fear in them,
Fear?
boom.
You want
Yes,
the
to
child
let
to
them know
fear?
that you're serious. Oh, come on,
I ain't
stop.
talking about
You know, yeah,
playful. I'm not talking. You can be stern. You can be
yeah, I know
direct.
you can. Yeah, I
Yes,
know you
and you can
can, but
say
I
things in
mean
a
business.
tone
Yeah.
without yelling
Yeah.
at your child. Do you think
That's
that?
that's
I mean,
that's
because
true too, Kane.
your kids will resent you later in life if you yelling at them all the time. They will.
Well, that's all the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm
And
just saying that's what happens,
I'm
and they
put
will, and
here.
you can't do nothing about it because they will resent you.
Well, you resent me. You can resent me for a time
Hmm.
to when you grow up to, okay, man, Dad, I appreciate that. I know you love me. You whooped my butt a couple of times. I mean, you did whoop my butt a couple of times. You might even say beatings, but I love you. I love you. Did I get beatings? Just like you said, not the extension cord, but hey, I mean, hey, that's
That
old
wasn't no joke.
Arkansas stuff right
Boy,
there.
I'm telling you, bro, that was no joke. I'm telling
But
you,
look
you
at
didn't
the
want
young man you turned out to be. Okay, so them beatings might have helped. I don't know.
I don't
Come
know,
on.
but okay. So, do you feel like for your kids, do you feel like that was a need to beat?
After you look back at it,
When you look
some
back
of
at
them,
it,
yeah, no, it wasn't. I'll just be honest. Okay, no, it wasn't.
yeah,
Some
it
of
was
them,
it was
no, it
overboard,
was
right?
not
And,
overboard.
and
Yes,
do you think that your feelings
100%.
got all in the way of you acting and reacting to whatever they did? Your feelings,
Yes, depending on
yeah, yeah.
yes, because when you come through the door, your son did this, da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I come in. "What? You got to whoop him. You got. Oh man, let me get my head together. Did you do this? I ain't got time for this. I'm gonna whoop your butt. That's not how it
But
goes.
could you sit the child down and let us know in the comments, you guys? Could you sit the child down and actually have a one-on-one direct conversation with them? Meaning there's no playtime. They can see it in your face, and you ain't yelling. They know that you're serious. It's not any playtime. So you can you still get your point across without beating them, spanking them, especially if we're looking at 8 to 13 or whatever, right? Or maybe
I
even
took
I say 6 to 13, somewhere around there or whatever. Like during
can't.
that time frame, is that possible?
It is. It is. But you have to work on that. But I'll tell you one thing that's significant in all of this, what we're talking about.
Well,
When your child, you let them know that you really disappointed me.
that's
You
that,
just Man,
bro,
that works wonders, man. You
bro.
don't want to disappoint. That
That right
man,
there.
forget a beating. A
Hmm.
kid hear that
Hmm.
and they feel that. Oh man.
I
Oh
had
man.
You can sit a child down and say, "Man, you really disappointed me. I
Mm,
had high expectations that you were actually gonna do the right thing, but you didn't. You didn't."
yeah.
And yeah, you can do a little take away things, take away this, take away that, and then they feel like they left out or whatever. But even if you're going to do the punishments and stuff, I suggest, because some people, and I've seen it in the past, well, they feel so sorry for the child that they give them their time back or their whatever back early, and just don't stick to the punishment.
Right.
You
Right.
set
Right.
you see, this is how you set a precedence of life expectations. There's going to be times where you have to go through things and you have to suffer the consequences of your actions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So that's where I'm getting at. So definitely let us know. All right, congregation, let us know, man. If are y'all for beatings, or whippings? Or should I say
I, I,
spankings?
I'm
Should I say
laughing
that?
because I don't know what those Canaanites gonna say because they like to whip. They like to whip. I mean, them
Yeah.
Canaanites. Let's go.
Where does that come from? Do you think that stems from anything, a generational thing? Where do you think
Okay.
the whippets come?
Don't even start. No, no,
I'm
you're
just
not gonna
asking.
take me
It's just
there.
a question. It's just a question.
Yeah.
Just a
It's
question.
passed down from generation to generation. And
Yeah.
then you go back one more generation, what was happening?
I don't know.
Mm,
You tell me.
look at my eyes. They got big. Roger that. I'm taking it back to 1870. Hold
Oh,
on. I'm
so
gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it
you don't
alone.
want to touch that. You don't want
I
to
don't
touch
want to
that.
start with it.
You
Hey,
said that's what we got done to us when we didn't do right. So I'm gonna do it to you.
yeah,
Does
but
two
what
wrongs
happened to
make it right?
our grandparents,
Does two
grandparents?
wrongs make it right though?
No.
So why
Is it
encourage?
learned behavior?
It's
Mm.
only learned if it's taught. You think he's a scholar in school because of that?
I don't know,
Maybe.
but I would really, it would be interesting to see this young man. Let's say if that happened
Yeah.
8 years ago, to see
Mhm.
where this young man is at right now, and then
I
where
could
is
be
he at in
wrong.
his relationship with his mother. You
Yes,
know,
I
that
could
would
be
be
wrong
very
though.
interesting.
I can be wrong. Y'all can hit me up in the comments, and that's what y'all usually do. It's like, no, man, that helped him. That straightened him out. I get it. Does that straighten out everybody? So
No,
we need the same medicine for everybody.
no,
That's just
no.
that's just what I mean, that's what I can say to that. What's your final thought on this one, bro?
I'll just say, parents, be aware if you're for whipping your child or spanking your child. Be aware of the ramifications. Sometimes it might be needed. I will say that sometimes it might be needed, but it's not an all-time solution to discipline your kids. Let's start trying to talk to them. Let's start trying to talk to them, because this generation now, they'll ask you why, not just at the young age. And you reason with them. You actually tell them it's not old school, do what I say. Now, no, you do explain some things to these kids or whatever. So it's not a all-time solution to whip your kids. All right.
Yeah.
That's it
Yeah.
for me.
And I totally agree with that. I mean, yeah, I know we parent, everybody parent different or whatever, but like I say, you know, two wrongs don't make a right. Just because you got whipped and you thought that was the perfect thing to do, who's to say that that's the perfect thing to do with your kids? In the comments, like I say, just let us know, you know, how you feel about this, and we'll respond. We'll keep the dialogue going along with everybody else too as well.
And if anybody want to put in the comments, what was your worst beating that you can remember as a kid? Let us know, okay?
That would be
Let
great.
us know.
I want to read about these. I want to read about this.
I remember.
That's the uncomfortable truth. Hey,
Let's go. Do
baby.
something.
For sure. You know, if you don't want to see us, but you want to just listen to us, we on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, all of them.